Well, this is Rick from PRV, and he's working on my dad's bike. We've pulled all the stuff off it that was really just sort of unnecessary, and the first thing that Rick and Tim said, hey, we've got to get some decent tyres on this machine, and I hadn't even thought of that, to be honest. So we've put some Schwaber tyres on, and was it Schwaber?
The Marathon Plus
tyres, and they say to me I could probably bike Australia and without getting a puncture.
Yeah, you'll do about 10,000 k's without a puncture, all going well.
Well, I think from Cape Reinga to the Bluff is only 2,500, something like that, 2,200.
There you go, if you want to ride back again.
I'll get that out of it as well. And they're supporting my project, and they've thrown in a brand new pump from Topic, and a new basket for the front for some water and some fruits and things I might want to chew on the way, and
some lube,
some lube, some Sin lube, but most importantly what they've thrown in is some moonlights from Shield.
No, Moonlight is the brand, Shield is the model.
Okay, so it's some Shield Moonlight lamps, and we've attached the first one on the back here. There's another one to go somewhere on the front. So we've just been pulling stuff off, because we said, well, we don't need this mud guard, we don't need all this sort of bits and pieces like this steel frame that was holding the mud guard up, all this stuff like that. We just, yeah, plastic bits that are frayed. How old do you reckon this bike could be, Rick?
I tell you, it's no juvenile. It'd be about 40 years old, or...
Okay, reckon 40 years. So what do you call this, a domino, or what do you call it? Dynamo. The dynamo's coming off, the front light's coming off, because it's all stuff we don't need anymore.
All being replaced with the new USB rechargeable lights.
Yep, the moonlight lights. And so I'm just blown away with the support they've given me. I'm just so grateful. Here he is, just lubricating my chain.
It's pretty dry too. Pretty dry and pretty rusty, this chain.
So I'm just learning a little bit about how to actually maintain this bike as we're pulling things off and putting them back on. And look, on Sunday I went to Waiheke Island, and I met Maini Thompson, and Maini Thompson's 92 years old, and she walked across America, so all the way from Los Angeles right the way through to Washington DC, and this is in 1986. She was 66 years old, and with about 1,500 others, they all walked across America for the global peace march. So to get nuclear disarmament, to get get President Reagan and his counterpart from Russia to actually, because Reagan, he was talking about Star Wars and ramping the whole thing up, and so that really inspired me, talking to Maini, and she showed me the video that was made of the Peace March, and I saw how they overcame all the problems, the money problems and all the other problems, and I just thought to myself, well, what I'm doing is riding a bike from Cape Reinga to Bluff. That's easy compared to what they did, and it's just amazing that the law of attraction's just, that Tim and Rick from PRV have just thrown in all their support to support this project to empower 100 million children to learn the habits that lead to financial literacy, the 13 habits that have made Warren Buffett so successful. And what we're doing and what Q Books are doing, Ron the Kite and Derek, they've thrown in their support, and throughout our entire whilst I'm on the bike from Cape Ranga to the Bluff, they've agreed to make their Q book that's in the iTunes store. It's an Apple iPad book. Now that book was selling for $11.99 US, so about $16-17 New Zealand. Now that is free for the entire ride from Cape Ranga to the Bluff. When I make it to the Bluff, I'm sorry, people are going to have to pay for it again. But just while I'm riding my bike to promote this cause, they've actually made it free. So I'm just so delighted to have their support. And yeah, so back to Rick. What are you up to now, Rick?
Well, I'm working on this prehistoric brake here. Not exactly sure what I'm doing.
Have you ever worked on one of these before?
I haven't, no. In fact, I've never worked on a bike like this before. I'm sort of hoping that I get the brake right, because I wouldn't want to be responsible for your death at the bottom of a hill somewhere. If you're starting up in Northland, it's going to be pretty hilly up there.
Oh, well, at least 90 Mile Beach is fairly flat. So you're going to start at the lighthouse, Cape Ranga, and then go down to Paki Stream and down 90 Mile Beach, and then I'm going to stop at Ahipara, because that'll be the first school on Monday. I felt it had a nice ring because we're promoting the 13 Habits That Made Me Billions, and it's Monday the 13th.
Right.
So I thought that had a nice ring about it. So that's our first school, and then on Tuesday we're into schools in Kaitaia.
And would that be the northernmost school in New Zealand, do you think?
There is a school a bit north of there, just north of Kaitaia, that I know of, but it's not really that handy off the beach as Ahipara is.
Right.
So, and I was talking yesterday to Rowena Snowden from the ASB Bank, and she actually went to that school at Ahipara.
Oh yeah.
And she helps out with in their financial literacy department. So that was a real coincidence. We were just talking about that yesterday. And yeah, today I had a meeting with Diane from the FMA. So she bought me coffee, and we talked a little bit about how we can promote this. And I spoke to Lee Somerville from the BNZ Bank today, and she was giving me a lot of ideas and support. Again, she's in that financial literacy area at the BNZ Bank. And then this afternoon I met with one of the chaps from the ANZ Bank, and he bought me a bottle of Coca-Cola this afternoon. The bit of energy on the way. And Peter Parasini, I got my best friend Neville Gibson from the National Business Review. He's been friends with Peter Parasini for many years, and Peter's in the ANZ Bank in the internal and external corporate affairs. And so all these people are rallying behind this project, and I'm just so grateful to all the support that everybody's giving me to get these books out to kids. And I'm just truly amazed and so grateful with what Rick and Tim are doing for me. So yeah, I really, thank them, and may God bless them for their wonderful support.
You might be doing this ride with one gear if I can't fix this lever here.
Okay. Oh, well, let's see what we can do.
Find a screwdriver.
Okay.
Wow.